House Rich rule number 3, invest with vision and purpose. This is very critical. This is something that I learned from working with hundreds of real estate investors over the years, that they don't go out there and say, I want to buy an investment, show me a property. They think first what their objective is, what the purpose for their portfolio is, and how this next property they buy is going to fit into that portfolio and their vision for where they want to go. So as an independent investor who may be doing this for the first time, I want to give you an example that I used in my own life. I call it have a kid, buy a condo. When you sit down with a financial advisor, they're always going to ask you first, when do you plan on retiring? What are your goals for retirement? How old are you now? How many years do you have before retirement? Do you have any kids, or do you plan to have kids? And of course you want to educate them. So it all begins with that focus of what the outcome is first. When I had our first child, my wife had her actually, we bought a condo by the time she was 6 months old. That is our college funding program for my daughter, okay? Now what was great about this is that I bought a simple condominium, not that complicated, I keep it rented out, but because I bought it as a funding program for her college, I automatically had a long-term view. Okay, this is no buy and flip. Buy and flip is a sucker's bet. This is a buy and hold strategy. So I walked into this thing with two things. One, I had commitment because I had a little baby. This is her education. And I had the long-term view, 18 years. I am now 8 years into that. I've had it paid down. I've mostly covered my expenses as I go along, but I usually pay more than it's actually I'm required to pay on my mortgage, because my objective is not making money on this property now. My objective is paying it down for when she graduates high school. So have a kid, buy a condo illustrates the idea that if you compartmentalize your investments with specific objectives, number one is it gives a purpose to that investment, which you don't have to remind yourself every day. Now, did I freak out when the market meltdown happened a couple of years ago? No, because I don't care what it's worth right now. It's not the point. What it's going to be worth when she's 18 is what I'm concerned with. And I have high confidence that it'll be worth a lot more than it is right now then. There was no chance that I would flake out and dump the property for a loss. No chance at all. Because it's her college fund. So one other benefit of this is when the tenants call me and complain about a toilet being blocked up, that's an annoying phone call, but it's not so annoying when I think about my baby and think about her college fund. It's a lot easier to deal with those little frustrations and inconveniences that come along with being a landlord when the objective is something so close to your heart. So stay with us as we go into rule number 4 in the House Rich rules, how to profit from the coming real estate revival.